Welcome to the Work Hard, Play Hard podcast. My name is Rob Murgatroyd, and I am a former doctor turned lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I interview some of the best minds on the planet on the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. Today's episode is a mini-sode that we call Fri-Date with the Wife. In these mini-sodes, my wife Kim and I deconstruct the strategies that we've developed over the last decade to not only grow personally, but to turn our struggles into lessons and create fulfillment in all areas of our lives. Excuses are over. It's time to live. Let's dig into today's topic. Well, happy Fri-Date to you, my lovely wife.
Happy Fri-Date to you, my lovely hustle.
So today we are going to talk about how to find your true passion and potentially, if you want, turn it into a business. You're going to learn how a decade of our failures led us ultimately to our passion business, how to find your passion, and how to turn it into a business if you decide to. Okay, so let's start with number one, which is how a decade of failures led us to our passion business. So, Kim, we started with our passion, didn't we? I mean, we were in the right lane, but then we got off the highway. What happened?
Well, we started with our love and ultimate passion of travel. If we could travel 365 days a year, we would. We weren't very good at turning our passion into a business. So we decided, reading the 4-Hour Workweek, let's come up with some ways to create that location-independent income that we were after that can fund our passion for travel. So we had all kinds of things. We had digital books, we had courses, we had coaching, we had niche websites. I have to be passionate about the content. And some of our niche websites like hemorrhoid relief and beta fish and the ultimate one, bed bugs.
I'm thinking back to that time, and that time was, I just read the 4-Hour Workweek, and he's talking about having a muse, and which is a machine that's generating income for you when you're not looking. And
so
I'm like,
you can live the life that you want.
Right. So like it all made sense on paper, right? I did the Google search, and there's X number of people that are searching for bed bug cure. They literally were. And I was like, okay, well, if you put Google ads on it, then you'll have people click it and you'll make money.
See, that's the thing, right? So yesterday morning, when this whole show came to me, I was in yoga class and my instructor was talking about finding the fire within your passion. What is that? And she talked about how often what people ask is, what does the world need? And they try to fill that void. But instead, ask yourself, what makes you come alive? Because what makes you come alive, what makes you passionate, what makes you focused on impacting the world, that is actually what the world needs. They need passion. They need fire.
I love this idea because when you're super excited about something and you're inspired, the word inspired means to be in spirit, right? When you are in spirit, inspired, the drive to do something is so high versus just looking and going, well, let me tick this box. It looks like there's a market for this, or it looks like there's a market for that. That doesn't work. And that's where I think we went wrong.
I guess that moves us into our next thing, which is how do you find your passion?
I cannot tell you how many times I get emails, inbox messages, smoke signals from people going, I just don't know what lights me up.
Yeah. And so I think that, there's a lot of ways that you can do this. And I remember doing this with you. We asked some of our friends to help us with this. And this is my suggestion for you. Ask your honest friends, the ones who give you true feedback, what you're good at. And we did that with Rob. And what came back was a couple of really interesting things. One was that he's incredibly inquisitive of basically everybody. If you ever have been out on a double date or a group event with us, he will ask everybody a gazillion questions, almost like he's playing the role of Larry King. And it's just natural. He does it to our Uber driver. He does it to everybody. And that's the first thing. The second thing that they said was that he inspired and almost, I don't want to say forced, but slightly forced, our friends that are really struggling in the world of play hard, but really good in the world of work hard, to get out of that work and to vacation and to do things that were outside of their day-to-day life. And so from that, obviously, he created the Work Hard, Play Hard podcast because he loves podcasts. He loves interviewing people and asking them questions. It's natural to him. And that whole work hard, play hard thing is something that is just in his wheelhouse. The steps that we used were 1, write a list of the things that light you up, the things you love to do, the things you naturally do. Number 2, ask your honest friends, what gift do you bring to their life? Make a list of the things you currently love to do. And chances are you want more of that because people don't know what they want in life. You ask them, hey, so what do you truly want? They're like, I don't know. I don't know. How do I figure out what I know? Well, what do you currently have in your life that you are absolutely in love with?
Okay, so now how do you turn that into a business? Kimberly, I'm going to put you on the stand. How do you do it?
Start with doing something like the Strength Finder, which you can Google that. It's like a little test you take and it comes up with your 34 strengths, and your top 5 are the ones that are most important. And if you go on their website, they have a lot of information about that. And there are Strength Finder coaches out there, but find out what they are because you're going to want to use those as you create the business.
Yeah. And also play to your strengths. A lot of times people are trying to muscle up their weaknesses. Don't waste your time doing it. Just play to your strengths.
No. And if you are creating a business, hire out your weaknesses. So for example, like Rob is incredibly amazing at checklisting and organization and all of that stuff. Like Rob, what's one of your weaknesses?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what my weaknesses are. I'm not a great manager. So we have a brick and mortar business. And because I'm not a great manager, but I am very, very good at setting up systems, I set up systems to do the management for me.
Yeah, perfect example. Okay, so after you know what your strengths are, the next thing I would do is really start to formulate that idea. So I'm going to use an example of a vegan chef. Work that content out. See what resonates with people. See what they're loving from you. Are they loving your recipes? Are they loving your videos? What is it that they're loving? Start flooding social media with that content, but do it authentically. Do it with your passion. Do it from that fire. If you really want to do video recipes and you really aren't good right now at video recipes, nothing like trial by fire. Stick yourself out on Facebook Live, put on your camera, and just go.
All right. Well, that's it for today. Shoot me a message on Instagram at Rob Murgatroyd and let me know what your passion is.
Why is it your Instagram? Why can't they do mine?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your
Equal
Instagram?
opportunity,
What's
right?
your Instagram?
At Kim Murgatroyd. Super shocker.
Have a great day, everybody. All right. Thanks for listening. If you love this episode and you know someone that needs some help in either stepping up their work hard game or their play hard game, it would mean the world to me if you shared this podcast with them to help me get this movement out there. So if you like what you heard, head on over to iTunes, take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review and I will be forever grateful. So until the next episode, excuses are over. It's time to live.